How to invest in mutual funds through third-party applications. That is our topic for discussion today. In the previous episodes, we discussed about three different ways an investor can invest in mutual funds in India and also discussed on the pros and cons of investing through AMC websites directly and also investing through RTAs. In this episode, we will discuss on pros and cons of investing in mutual funds through portals or applications provided by third parties. Let's discuss in detail what are the different third-party applications available for investors and different options provided by each of these third parties. It is called third-party applications because these are provided by third parties. In this scenario, the investor is the first party, investor in the sense you, and the fund house or the RTAs that we discussed earlier are the second party. So this makes the provider of these applications third parties. These third-party applications offer various transaction options to users for buying funds directly. Most commonly, these third parties are SEBI registered RIAs, that is registered investment advisory, but can also be other AMFI distributors or an umbrella organization backed by a group of fund houses. They act like one-stop shop for various mutual funds provided by almost all the fund houses. But not all the mutual funds provided by all the AMCs are available in all of these platforms. Most common and popular funds are available on most of these platforms. However, if some fund or a fund house is not available in a channel or platform, you should check with their support on when that would be available. Here are some of the popular third-party applications. First one is the mutual fund utility, which is an umbrella organization backed by group of fund houses. Second one is Coin by Zerodha, which is a unique product because it stores the mutual fund units in demat form. The next one is Kuvera, which revolutionized the industry, followed by ET Money, Grow, IND Money or IND Wealth, Goldwise, and Paytm Money. Let's discuss about pros and cons of each of these third-party applications in a short while. But before that, there are things that you need to consider while choosing the third-party platform. First, direct mutual funds. As per SEBI regulation, all the fund houses must offer a direct plan version of all their funds where no middleman can earn a commission for selling that. This reduces cost for the investor buying the fund. It improves the returns by reducing the cost over long run. Over any given period of time, direct plan of the fund would do better than regular plan of the same fund. Next thing you need to consider while choosing the platform is fees. There should be no charge of any kind of fees associated with buying units in a direct plan in the app or setting up or cancelling the SIPs. Note that some of these platforms have membership programs or make some features available for a fee. We are not considering that here. Our focus is only on the ability to invest in direct plans for any amount with any number of trades. All the platforms listed earlier matches these criteria. Since Zerodha Coin stores mutual fund units in demat form, you will have demat charges and account maintenance charges as extra. But other than that, all other platforms will be completely free. So all the platforms that we have discussed earlier offer direct mutual funds and provides free membership to buy or sell mutual funds. So with that out of the way, let's discuss the next thing, which is goal setting. When we generally invest, we invest for a goal. So a feature to set a goal for specific amount of time so that we will be able to invest for it and track it is a very good option to have. So we will see whether all these platforms are providing the goal setting option. And the next one is ability to manage your family's account. So ability to manage portfolios for multiple accounts, for example, your spouse or a joint account from a single user account login is a very good feature to have as well. So we will see which platforms provide this particular option. And the next one is ability to invest in assets other than mutual funds. That is the ability of platform to offer other assets like gold, FD, stocks, bonds, etc. other than just mutual funds. We'll see which of these platforms provide those additional options. And the next one is tax statement. Does the platform provide the statements for tax filing purposes? For example, a capital gain statement or to estimate tax liabilities for advanced tax payments. So how friendly these platforms are with respect to tax statements and tax compliance. That is another parameter we have considered here. The next one is on history tracking. That is the ability of the platform to track the history of our portfolio irrespective of whether we purchase the fund from the same platform or not. In other words, can an investor just sign up and import their portfolio which was built over the years and track the performance all in one place? This is a critical item to have. And the next one is skip an SIP, an option to skip the SIP for a particular month or predetermined time. But please note, several platforms stop the investment and start a new round again instead of just pausing an SIP. This might create issues, especially if the AMC has put restrictions on new SIPs. So do check with the latest update on your fund from your fund house before you decide to skip an SIP. And finally, NAV cutoff time. This determines the NAV, which is nothing but net asset value at which you can buy the fund units for that day. If an order is placed after this cutoff time, it would be processed as an order for the next business day. Ideally, you would want a platform that enforces the same cutoff time as the fund house or the AMC and not a restricted form of it. For instance, Coinbase Zerodha has a cutoff time of 1:30 p.m. for all the equity funds on their platform, while one can place an order in equity funds after 1:30 p.m. on most of the other platforms and still get the NAV of the same day. So these are the things that you need to consider before investing in mutual funds through third-party apps. First, you need to decide which of these options are relevant and important to you. And based on that, you can review the different third-party apps that we have and go with the one that is convenient for you. Like we mentioned earlier, all these platforms provide direct mutual funds, and almost all these platforms are completely free of charge as well. So we are not going to go into these two details and will focus on the rest of the features. So the first item in the list is mutual fund utility. So mutual fund utility supports goal setting, but it does not support managing your family account within a single login. And mutual fund utility can be only used for investment in mutual funds, so it won't support investment or tracking of other asset classes, and it doesn't provide any tax statements. So if you are using mutual fund utility, you need to work with the AMCs to get the tax statements for each of the funds that you are invested in. And it does support the history tracking, so you can import your existing folios and you can just track it over there. And lastly, it provides you an option to skip an SIP. The next item on the list is Coin by Zerodha. So it does support goal setting, but it is slightly different. You need to use tagging feature to set the goals. And Zerodha also does not support family account feature, so you cannot manage your family's account with just one login. But Zerodha supports investing in other assets through Kite app. I hope almost everyone has Kite now, so I'm not going to go into the details. Zerodha provides beautiful tax statements, so that is one big advantage of using Zerodha. It simplifies your tax related works, but it doesn't support history tracking, so you cannot import your folio and review it. And when it comes to skipping an SIP, this is very different from all the other platforms. Generally, Zerodha does not use traditional SIP. Coin treats every SIP as a lump sum order. So even though Zerodha Coin calls it as an SIP, it is not an actual SIP. You can go to the terms and conditions and you will be able to see this. Coin treats every SIP as a lump sum order, but since Zerodha is not using the SIP mode, skip an SIP option is not applicable to Zerodha. So this will create a huge problem if your AMC has put restrictions on new SIPs and lump sum payments. Since this is not an SIP and it is not registered with the AMC, you may not be able to invest in your favorite funds again. That is one crucial issue with Zerodha Coin. So moving on, Kuvera. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the one that revolutionized the mutual fund industry in India. So that is why you are seeing all S over here. But still, I am personally not using it. I don't like my data to be shared with any third-party apps. So when it comes to features of Kuvera, yes, you can set the goals. You can manage your family's account with one single login. You can invest in other asset classes using Kuvera. It provides everything that you need for your tax calculations and it does support history tracking. You can import your folio and review it, and it does provide an option to skip an SIP. And the next item is ET Money. It provides all the features except for the family account. The next one is Grow App. It provides all the features except goal setting and investment in other asset classes. And when it comes to IND Money or IND Wealth, it provides all the features except tax statements. The tax statements is available only for the paid members. And the next item is Goalwise, and it provides almost all the options except managing the family account using single login. And lastly, Paytm Money. This also provides all the options except managing the family account using one single login. In addition to these parameters, you may need to consider NAV cutoff time for lump sum orders of equity mutual funds. Remember, cutoff time provided by SEBI or the AMCs is 3 p.m. for equity mutual funds. Some platforms provides us with the same cutoff time, while some platforms have cutoff time few minutes or hours early. This keeps on changing as the platforms gets better and better. Mutual fund utility provides cutoff time same as AMCs, while Coin has the cutoff time as 1:30 p.m. for lump sum orders. Likewise, there will be some differences between these platforms on cutoff timings. Once you shortlist 2 or 3 platforms from this list, check on the cutoff time for the platform of your choice. So, what is the takeaway from this episode and the last 2 episodes? As long as you are buying direct mutual funds and not paying any maintenance charges, you should be fine with any of the applications that we have discussed. Or you can even use any of the applications that we haven't discussed as well. Also, if you don't like the one that you had started with, you can easily move to another platform. We highly recommend testing out the platforms you are interested in, preferably by placing small orders and test the order flow end to end, especially the convenience of withdrawal. Then continue with the one that you like. So what is my preference? My preference is mutual fund utility. It is provided by an umbrella organization backed by the AMCs themselves, and it offers all the funds available in the Indian market. So I use a combination of AMC websites with mutual fund utility to manage my investments. You can try these platforms and pick the one you find comfortable with. So which platform you are using currently to manage your investments and why? Let us know in the comment section. I thank you for stopping by to watch this video. Hit the like button if you have liked this video and share it with your friends if you find it useful. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video or conduct a live session. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.